You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another anime review, and again, another Shin-chan related review. So today we'll be reviewing the first season of Shin-chan Gaiden, known as Alien vs. Shinnosuke. This series is actually available on Amazon Prime to watch, believe it or not, so it does actually have an official US release. There are actually currently 4 seasons of Shin-chan Gaiden, but as far as I know, Alien vs. Shinnosuke is the only one that has a US release currently. However, it does not have a physical US release, only the Amazon Prime streaming version. So, Alien vs. Shinnosuke is clearly non-canon. I'm going to say that right up front. Shin-chan's not really a series that you really care about canon, and the movies and stuff, I guess it's debatable whether or not it is. But with Shin-chan Gaiden, it is 100% not canon, because it takes place in the year 2116, or at least that's the year it started in, but then the Nahara family all wake up 100 years in the future from that in 2216. From what I understand, this season was made in 2016, so it's 100 years from that, and they get frozen for another 100 years on top of that. But they were already in the future to begin with in this timeline, so this is an alternate universe. Other than the fact that this takes place in the distant future, however, the Nahara family is completely unchanged personality-wise. When they wake up on board this alien ship, they're not alone. They're also accompanied by Michi and Yoshirin, the couple that were their neighbors that are really annoying and lovey-dovey all the time. And then there's that one older lady that's their neighbor who always has all those health problems in the English dub. As well as there's 2 other guys in the room that they wake up in, one of which is really sketchy and seems like he might be a criminal. And if that isn't excellent foreshadowing, I don't know what is. And then the other one just seems kind of slimy and wimpy. After they explore the ship, however, they do discover that there are a couple of different robots aboard the ship. And then they also discover another human aboard the ship who, I forget her name, but she's basically like Ripley from Alien, I think is what they were inspired by when they created her. All the people aboard the ship find out that they were in fact all abducted from the same parking garage and then taken aboard the ship. The reasons that they were taken aboard the ship are revealed later in the series, but at first there's not a lot of information given. I won't give any actual spoilers for this, since this is available for viewing fairly easily here in the US, and it's actually relatively short. It's only about 13 episodes long, and each episode ranges from 7 to 10 minutes, so they're all really short. As always with Shin-chan, the humor is definitely there, and that's like what Shin-chan is known for. But as with the Shin-chan movies, there's a lot more going on, and it does have a sense of action and adventure that you don't normally get in the main series, with a few exceptions. But as it goes on, they do eventually discover the aliens and find out why they were taken. The aliens that own this ship are called butt aliens, so you can imagine there's some butt jokes and stuff like that in there, because this is Shin-chan. And then the season actually does end on a cliffhanger, however, from my understanding, it doesn't tie into the second season at all. So again, without spoiling too much, that's about all I can say about the plot. I definitely think this was a fun addition to the Shin-chan series, but as I said, it's definitely not canon considering it takes place in the far future. And the fact that it ends on a cliffhanger is kind of dumb in my opinion, but it's not a real cliffhanger. I mean, I guess they kind of like end it, but then like they go on further than that and end up in a cliffhanger situation. Again, I'm trying not to spoil it here. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of callbacks to aliens and things like that. Because this movie is a sci-fi parody sort of thing. It was a very fun season, and I do intend to watch the second season as well. I do currently have access to a Malaysian bootleg of the second season, so I will be watching and reviewing that in due time. But anyway, that does it for Aliens vs. Shinnosuke, which again is the first season of Shin-chan Gaiden, or Shin-chan spinoff. But this has been Fugitive Red-Eye. Have a good one.
Super boner in your mouth! Autobots, suck my dick!